former UFC heavyweight champion and in all likelihood future UFC Hall of Famer Cain Velasquez. You guys have been sharpening each other's skills for years, and it's good to see Cain back and healthy here tonight.
Exactly where he belongs. Cain Velasquez is a fighter, and he deserves to be fighting inside of the octagon. One of the tighter strikers the UFC has ever seen in the heavyweight division. The cardio, the pace, the pressure that you face when you fight a Cain Velasquez is overwhelming. Guys melt, and it's because after one round you realize we're just getting started.
Right.
And Cain's only revving up the engine. It's truly, truly difficult to stare down the barrel of a fight with Cain Velasquez.
And he hasn't necessarily adopted my Cardio Cain moniker, but there are few guys that can match the cardiovascular strength of the great Cain Velasquez. Big spot for him here tonight. So here he is, the one, the only, the inimitable Daniel Cormier, high school wrestling coach, former two-time United States Olympian, two-division UFC champion. But that wasn't enough, folks. He wanted to not only be in the video, but to actually call his own walkout. DC, the floor is yours.
They say at EA Sports, if it's in the game, it's in the game. I'm in the game, and I'm also in the game as I call my own walk to the octagon. It is a phenomenal thing to watch me walk into the octagon with the shirt tucked in my pants tucked in my socks. When you're talking about a fashion icon, you're talking about a guy in Daniel Cormier that looks and fights as well as anyone the UFC's ever seen.
And those are facts, and if you weren't here, what I would be saying is that most opponents seem to know what's coming, right?
Can't stop it.
Can't stop it. No, we'll see if the man out of the blue corner can stop it here tonight. But Daniel Cormier is back in a big way, and as you just heard, yes, he's in the hard tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Cain Velasquez! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Daniel D.C. Cormier!
One of the best in the business, Herb Dean, is our referee tonight.
Good.
Well, when you fight a guy like Daniel Cormier, our UFC light heavyweight champion, you got to be mindful of the wrestling, also a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and sneaky power too. So you can't sleep on the power of Daniel Cormier. We are very curious to see how DC approaches this particular challenge tonight.
Oh, nice takedown defense. Wow.
Oh, hip toss to get him down. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by DC. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start. Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
And now he's got the back.
He's trying to set up the choke.
Cormier's got his back again.
Take it back, take it back, take it back.
We march on, 3 minutes to go. All right, close guard now. Velasquez getting worked here from the top. Let's see if he goes for a sweep to try to get back to his feet.
Oh, he passes the half guard now. And he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
Well doing his able best to avoid the ground and pound here. Nice job by Velasquez. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Cormier was able to flatten him out. We'll see how he chooses to proceed from here.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
He is really doing a nice job with his head movement here defensively on the ground to avoid further punishments.
He isn't waiting until his opponent throws. He's being proactive. And when his opponent throws, he's already moving, so he's missing it.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful.
Changing the position. Now he's going full mount. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Cormier. Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. That one sounds means we have reached the end of round one. All right, so the takedown's the big storyline in that previous round. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and got to be pretty discouraging to get grounded that many times in one round.
Oh, it's so discouraging because all you want to do is let your offense go, but every time you're getting dragged to the floor constantly. You're starting to get fatigued. He's starting to wear on you. Let's see what type of effect it takes on his offensive approach as the next round starts.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two.
That's a big strike right there.
Punches in bunches as he lands another combination there. Really doing a nice job stringing his shots.
He's doing a great job of stringing the shots together and also just mixing up the target and the attacks. Great job finding different places for his strikes to land.
And now leather being thrown on both sides. Single leg takedown. Working in half guard here, making these shots count.
He's got to start throwing down.
Well, good dexterity and movement here on the ground to avoid any further damage, courtesy of that ground and pound. Nice job off of his back by Cain Velasquez.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Cormier. Another ground and pound strike lands. All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game time.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land from the top position.
A series of punches from the top here by Cormier.
Oh.
Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top. Postures up. Oh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head. Under 2 minutes to go in round two. Big elbow there lands. Relentless pressure from the top by DC. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space. Oh, right into mount. He's got to be careful here.
Well, he's on his back, but he's moving his head on the ground pretty well defensively.
Got to be careful here.
45 seconds remain in the round. Cormier's back in full mount. 30 seconds to go in round two. 15 seconds to go.
Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger. Good round.
Beautiful. Executed the game plan perfectly. I want you to keep that pressure on. Start slow. Let move in and out.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Velasquez gets caught with that punch.
Ooh, head kick lands. He's hurt.
Oh, defense into offense there as he blocks the strike and counters with a perfect jab. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. All right, looks like he is going for a hip toss here. Yes, he is, and with amplitude, able to take him down.
He got it. You know it. You know that it's coming, but he got it. He does a great job of disguising his technique. He is a fantastic judo player, and he did a great job of getting to his position. Beautiful ground and pound, and that would cut him.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Postures up now. Oh, and delivers. Huge punch to the head there. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Cormier. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
Print the shirts, ground and pound. Oh, another strike lands from the top.
Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get...
Yeah, paging Alexio Lennox. Somehow he got out, though.
Great job clearing the hips, facing, and getting out of that Ezekiel choke attempt.
Oh, he postures up in a big head strike by Cormier.
This is where he wants to be.
That'll do it! Daniel Cormier has done it!
What a performance!
So how about that as he pounds him out for the TKO? Prioritized the finish tonight. Absolutely gets it with style points. A huge, huge result here in this arena tonight.
It's always fun to see an athlete tell you what they're going to do, and then they do it. This guy told us he was going to get a finish, and that's exactly what he did. Him and his team are going to have a fantastic time tonight celebrating. They should all be very proud.
And we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 27 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO, Daniel D.C. Cormier.
All right, well, you know he's got wrestling, you know he's got submissions, but he's also got power. Don't sleep on it, Daniel.